Hello, everybody. I hope you all are doing well and having a fantastic day today. Welcome back to another video for the YouTube channel. And today I wanted to talk about 6 reasons why your cold emails are not getting any responses. And I will also be showing you how to fix it as well. So if you guys don't trust me, this is a screenshot of a dashboard of one of our clients' Instantly account. And by the time I'm recording this video today, it's 28th January. And if you can see the reply rate that we have over here from 1st January to 28th January, it's about 9.7%. And consider this that the first half of the January was the extension of the holiday. So many of the people was just coming back to work and still we managed to get about 9.7% reply rate, which is absolutely crazy considering all the things which are going nowadays. And at the same time, we got about 56 opportunities, out of which 25 meetings were booked as well. So stick with me till the end because whatever tips and tactics I will be showing you in this video actually works, and I'm sure you might resonate with one of the problems I've mentioned over here. And if you are resonating with one of your problems, I will be showing you how to solve that problem as well. So without wasting any time, let's jump on to the doc that I've created for you. Step by step, we will walk over every single problem, and then I will also show you how you can solve that problem as well. Now, the first problem that is pretty evident that we are seeing out there is the having a poor deliverability infrastructure. I genuinely think that if you just even solve this part in your cold email thing that you are doing, I think you have solved most of the problems that you are having, because I think that a lot of problems that people face and a lot of reasons why people don't get the performance that they want out of their cold outbound campaigns is because it always roots down to poor deliverability infrastructure. Some of the problems which I have noted down is that you are sending emails directly from your primary domain. I mean, like, I just can't believe that even today, if people are trying to do outreach and if people are trying to do outbound, they send emails from their primary domain. In fact, I was speaking to one of my prospect on sales call yesterday, and he mentioned that cold email doesn't work for them. It's not a channel which works. Cold email is dead. And when I asked them, is that how do you send your email? He told me that I'm sending emails from my primary domain, which is funny because people come down to conclusion and easily say that cold email is dead. It's an easy way out, but you don't see the things that you're doing because of which it's not working for you. So this is a big one, and I would suggest you that like, I'm sure a lot of people would resonate this, is that you are just sending emails, bunch of emails from your primary domain, and then you complain that you're not getting any responses. Another thing is that you're not diversifying your inboxes. You are not using spin tags. There is no proper ESP matching that you're doing in your outreach. You're not warming up your inboxes enough. You are not regularly conducting inbox placement tests. You are spending too much volume per inbox. You are using spam words in your copy. You can see there are so many things, like, deliverability as a whole is not a problem. There is so many things that and activities and steps which is taken under deliverability that you need to make sure that you're doing right, to make sure that your emails are actually landing into inboxes. So these are some of the most common problems that we notice out there in the deliverability side of the things. And now let's speak about how to like, actually solve these problems as well. So make sure that our deliverability is on point, and at the same time we are landing into the inboxes as well. So here's how to fix all the issues that I've listed above. Number one is that you need to buy secondary domains. Like, try GoDaddy, try Pokebun, but like, just try to find identical domains to your primary domains and use these secondary domains as like ones for using cold outreach. And if you want to understand how this exactly works, I will be recording in step by step on how you can set up your entire cold email infrastructure to make sure that you can start cold emails and outreach on your own. But this is the first step, is that try buying secondary domains. Don't send from your primary domain. Second is split your inboxes equally between Google, Microsoft, and SMTP inboxes. Please don't put all your eggs in one basket. Don't just place bets on only one platform. Even though one might be working very well for you, I still would suggest that have multiple inboxes and split your inboxes like equally, to make sure that like, algorithms and updates are having nowadays every single day. So even if one of the even if one of the providers shuts down or something bad happens over there, you have backups out there to make sure that you are still alive in the game and you are still sending emails in a right way. Second thing is that spin tags heavily and spin tags every single sentence. It's not 2022 anymore that you will just spin tags in a way that you will say hi, hey, hello, or you will just spin tags like basic things. Nowadays, with the trends that I'm seeing, you need to spin tags the entire single sentence. So that's what you need to do, is that if you're sending one sentence as part of your copy, you need to create variation of each and every sentence and spin tags it heavily to make sure that you are, like going the right way. Another thing that you need to be doing is to make sure that you are, like having a proper IP and domain reputation management. Is that you are, like you're buying your domains and inboxes from a reputed places, which assures you that, there are proper IP, and at the same time the domains that you buy are not something which has been exploited in the past. Those are good reputed domains as well. And if you are trying to scale your emails, don't try to just send more emails from the inboxes that you already have, but rather try scaling in a way that you buy more domains and you buy more inboxes, or like scale horizontally. That's what people say, and I would suggest that too, is that if you're trying to scale, try to buy more domains and try to like buy more inboxes rather than just sending more emails from your existing ones, because it would just ruin it all. With the way that we are going, it is suggested that having like more inboxes and sending less emails per inboxes is something which is actually working, and I would suggest you guys to do the same as well. And another thing is that don't waste time fixing deliverability where you are testing multiple platforms out. Rather, what you need to do is that if you see that something is not working, instead of wasting time fixing it, rather just go there and buy new domains and inboxes, so that you are not wasting a lot of time, and you can, by the time you're actually fixing, in that time you can even go out and buy new inboxes, new domains, and even warm that up as well. And to avoid spam words, I mean, I'm not like, this is not that much of a big deal. If you even solve the above problems, it would be more than enough. But like, people still say spam words is like something that you should not be having in your copy. So there is a tool which is called Email Meteor, which exactly points out that, if you're having a spam words or not, and if you are having a spam word, make sure that you remove that from your copy as well. So that's like step one, which is having a poor deliverability infrastructure. The problem number two, why you are not getting responses in your cold email, is because you're following a spray and pray approach. Like, this is approach, like if in 2025, if this is the approach you're following, I can guarantee you that in the next 6 months, your cold email would be totally dead, because it won't work for you at all. The problem which I see out there mostly is that people just scrape, like bulk scrape contacts from softwares like Apollo, or like anything which is out there, like up, like most probably people do it from Apollo. And what they do is that they take a generic template which is available online, which their favorite influencer might have shared them, and they just put it up on a sequencer, and they blast like generic outbound emails to like thousands and thousands of people, and they don't get any reply. There is no proper enrichment of the contacts that you get from Apollo. There is no segmentation, nothing. Just taking up just scraping Apollo and blasting it. If you would be doing this in 2021 or 2020, I would have said that's a great strategy, because it was just working very well. But with the saturation which is happening in the market right now, there is no chance this would be working. And I won't suggest to do this. It just doesn't work, and it's like your reputation as a company will go down the line, because almost like, Apollo data is not that much accurate. You can just trust on the data that you get from Apollo. In fact, you need to take this data and further enrich, and that's what we would be speaking on our how to fix section for this problem, is that just use Apollo as a base data where you can source leads from. This is what I do. I use Apollo, but I use Apollo to source our base data, which I further take and enrich that into play.com to find that if this person or this contact is even relevant to what I'm trying to reach out to. And instead of blasting to a broad list, what you can do from play.com is that you can segment the list based on the criteria that your businesses like want to sell into, and break it down into, like break it down, go granular and break it down on the basis of the industry, on the basis of the niche, on the basis of the company size, on the basis of job title, and on the basis of pain points and desire, which is relevant to every single job title. What this will help you to do is that your messaging will be absolutely targeted and relevant, and this would really, really help you to, make sure that you're not like doing spray and pray, but you're actually being targeted. And at the same time, you can use Clay to make sure that, you can break down your ICP as well. There is a very good tool which is called Clayagent. You can take those Clayagent, you can send it up to your website, like in Clay, like you can send the Clay agent into the website and it exactly points out what the ICP is as well. So that's another thing, is that you need to like go come out of those old school tactic of spray and pray and actually get granular with your targeting. And you need to make sure that your lead list is on point, because list building and lead list is one of the most crucial factors that determine the success of your cold email campaigns. uh, Third one is an extension of the second one, which is I called a lack of persona research, is that you're not spending enough time researching about your persona, as a result of which your email sounds generic, and it's just like it's one size fit all approach that you're following. You are not doing any sort of a personalization, you're not doing any sort of a relevance in your messaging, and you don't have a proper understanding of the specific challenges and problems the prospect might be facing, and how those problems might be exactly solved from your offer. Now, this can only be done if you can break down your ICP into multiple segments, and based on the multiple segments, you need to create value proposition which is optimized for that segment, and this is how you achieve message market fit. And it's very important to research. I mean, like before you get into any fancy sort of a thing of writing the copy, enriching the list, or getting doing some fancy stuff on Clay, hone down your research. Make sure that you have enough research about your ICP, that it's not a big deal for you to coming up offers, because if you have a good research, you exactly know what you are supposed to do. So that's the reason. Make sure that you deep dive into your prospect, like company, and break down it into multiple like segments, and at the same time understand the individual roles. Whatever is your ICP, break it down into multiple individual persona, to make sure that your messaging is just not broad to everyone, but it's like specific to every single individual that you want to reach out to. And again, optimize and customize your value proposition for each segment. And if you want to sound relevant, and if you want to sound personalize your emails, make sure that you use Clay to extract information on the contact level and also on the account level. And using this information, there is multiple things that you can say, like LinkedIn posts, hiring, technographics, firmographics, and so many things, filters that you can take, which you can leverage to write a personalized email as well. Now, fourth one is a direct offer fatigue. Now, which is this is very common, is that people, like right now, like push for, can we hop on a 15-minute call? Can we hop on a quick 20-minute call? And they just like straight up slap their offer and expect the prospect to just come up and speak to them on a call. And this is a big problem. And another problem which I see over here is that you're not framing your offer that is optimized and which is relevant for cold traffic, and your emails and messaging is just generic, where you just send like a generic template, and you invite these people to come up and speak to you on the phone without even giving any value. And that's the big problem, because with the amount of people like you which are coming up on their inbox every single day, you really need to think of what you can do different to stand out from the crowd. Like if you need to think in a way where you need to think like, what are all the things that my potential competitors might be doing, which they might be sending direct offers and direct emails to them without any like value to the prospect, and what you can do different from them that can actually help. And how you can solve this problem is that you need to lead with value and not go for the sale. You need to approach email in a way that you're not approaching it to just get this person on a call and sell him on the offer that you have, but you need to approach it how you can make this email worth the other person's time. Like, don't in fact in like, instead of pitching your straight mean offers, try to come up with front end offers, try to come up with offers where you are giving them some sort of a value first, and then probably continuing the information and like conversation that you have. Like, share lead magnets, share lead magnets, and not lead magnets like probably like a templates or audits or some sort of a report, because they don't have time seeing your lead magnets. And as Hormozy says, lead magnets are something which the other person would charge for, you need to provide for free. That's what lead magnets is. And this is something that would be absolutely helpful for your prospects, that something which they can use on their day-to-day basis to make sure that you leverage front end offers, you leverage lead magnets, and at the same time, try to speak more in their language rather than focusing on just selling the thing that you have over here. And and talk more about transformations, talk more about social proof. And this is how you overcome the direct offer fatigue, which I call is that you are just not sending like slapping your offer in your cold email and just directly pitching them to come up on the call, which is very hard to come unless and until your offer is like phenomenal. It's just so good that it's very easy to come on the call. But if your offer is very generic, which there are hundreds of people pitching it every single day to the same person, you need to stand out and you need to come up in a way where you are not sounding like a crowd, and in fact you are leading with value. And what I spoke in my last video about reciprocity is that if you're sending something, sharing something to the other person and it's valuable for them, they will for sure get back to you. So think in that way and approach to this problem using front end offers and lead magnets. Fifth one is that you're not leveraging enough of latest sales tech tools. Now, this is also very common, is that people are not advancing themselves and seeing all the potential which is out there. I see so many people who are not even aware of all the great sales tools that we have out there that we can leverage to make sure that our outreach is engaging and our outreach is relevant to the people. There are signals that you can track, there are intent signals, and there are triggers, and there are so many things that you can take to make sure that you are actually reaching out to the people who are in market looking for your solutions. And as a result of which, because you're not much aware about all these things which have came up in the market, you are like not monitoring your prospects behavior enough, and you're not seeing the signals that they are doing out there on the internet. You are missing out on critical triggers which might show that they might be interested in what you are doing out there. And you're not leveraging the right tools and all the things which are available in the market to understand all the details at like a deeper level of whatever things is going on for your prospects and what's going on in your prospects company. So I would highly recommend you using like some of the best tools which are out there, which a lot of people are using. And I'm not telling you to use almost each of these, but I would tell you that all of these, like any one of these you can use to make sure that your outreach is like going out with a reason, and there is a reason that you are reaching out to the person. You can utilize platforms like Triggerfy. This helps you to track social signals. You can use tools like RV2B and Vectors, which really gives you details about anonymous visitors on your website. You can use Octave to have more deeper understanding about your ICP. And again, the best of all, which is clay.com, where you can use to like understand more about the what's going on in the company. You can filter all those things which is happening and make sure that your outreach, whatever things is happening, you are reaching out with a proper intent, and you're finding the person who is in market for your solution. So 100% I would recommend all of these tools to use, because it would be an ROI for you. Whatever amount you invest in this, if you use it the right way, you will get an ROI on this. And make sure that you monitor intent signals, see like if they have got a recent funding, see if there are any job titles that they're hiring for, see if there is any like a senior member which left some department or a role, and you can reach out at that point. You can do on basis of triggers. You can see if your ICP is engaging on some sort of a LinkedIn post which might speak about your specific service, so you can reach out to them as well. And again, like you can also see all the job change and role change with the help of Clay. So these are some of the good triggers and things that you can leverage to make sure that you also stand out and you're not just following the generic approach as well. So the problem number 5 is you're not leveraging latest sales tech tools. Sixth and the last problem that I want to talk about is, again, you don't have any online visibility. Now, whenever you're sending a person a cold email, the first thing that most of the time they would do is that they will copy your domain, they will put it up online, and they will see what details come up. And if you are not coming up on the Google page that they're searching for you, high chances they won't respond to you, because like what credibility you have. You might be then like some spammer or something, or you might scam them for something. So you won't get reply on that. So it's highly recommended for you to have some sort of an online visibility. I'm not telling you like you guys to make sure that you post something every single day, but like once in a while, like probably 2 times a week, 3 times a week, if you're super busy, try to post content on YouTube, LinkedIn that might be relevant for your potential customers, so that whenever if they're trying to search for you online, you are actually coming up. And the problem is that you have no online presence, lack of credibility, you don't have any social proof, so there is no reason for the other person to reply to you. So this is very important. Like if you have solved all the problems that I've shared above, then this is the problem that you need to solve, is that you need to have like a proper visibility online. And some of the things that you can do is that you can create content consistently on like whatever, and create content on the places where your ICP is mostly active. If they're active on Twitter, post it on Twitter. If they're active on LinkedIn, YouTube, post it on LinkedIn and YouTube. But YouTube is something which I would suggest is a non-negotiable. You should be posting no matter where your ICP is, because this is evergreen content. Like 2 years, 3 years down the line, this content would still exist and people might still refer to this, even though it doesn't work in the start. And don't come up with an intention of getting like millions of views. Just come up with an intention of giving out value and something that your prospects would like to see. So have an optimized LinkedIn profile as well. Post content and share expertise on whatever the work you are doing. Keep sharing about it. Share any insights that you have on the industry that you're operating in. Actively collect case studies and testimonials from your customers and share it online as well. Whatever things you are doing, just share it online with an intention that if someone looks up to you, they look with a like thing that they get it, that yes, this person knows what he's speaking about and he's available online. So if he's available online, so 100% he's legit because he's openly sharing all these information. But yeah, that's about that. I think I covered most of these things, and I'm 100% sure that if any of these problems are something that you are experiencing right now, if you just fix it the way I suggested, you guys for sure will land into the inboxes, and you will also get responses like 9.7% that I have gotten over here as well. But this is like all about the video that I wanted to speak today. I hope you all got the value. I will be sharing this doc on the description as well, and you can find it up from there. And yeah, I hope you guys find the value from this. But if you are still implementing this thing and you're not getting results that like you want, my company sends thousands and thousands of emails on the behalf of B2B businesses, where we help you to generate pipeline and we help you to generate revenue for your business. So if you are a B2B company who are looking for growth and who are looking to generate new revenue inside your business, we can definitely help you. We have helped so many companies, and I would be happy to help you guys as well. So if you found value from this video, just click the link in the description to book a call with me, and I will be happy to see how we can help you all. But till then, that's all for today, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye bye.